We finally have the Google Pixel 8 Pro and we're gonna test it out on the brand new Moment T-Series lenses. And I'm just letting you know, this currently is a prototype case. This is not what the final case will look like. We're simply just testing this so that we can mount the T-Series lenses onto the Pixel 8 Pro. So with that being said, let's go. And we are gonna start shooting on the widest T-Series lens, and that is the 14mm fisheye. So we have that mounted on, and we have our brand new photographer, B. She's gonna be knocking out some fisheye photos.
Let's go, Pixel fam! In my opinion, I really love what the lens looks like with this phone. I love crazy distortion looks in my photos, so I love what's happening right here versus the ultra wide. I think it still looks pretty cool, but I don't know, I love the funkiness in the photo, so it really depends who's using.
After looking at the footage shot on the fisheye, I noticed that it looks perfectly sharp when there's a subject super close to the frame, but once B walked further out of frame, I noticed it just looked a little fuzzy, so I ran some additional tests to double check. And now once I walk further out of the frame, the footage actually looks a lot better. The reason I'm thinking is because the first scene that we shot was backlit, while this scene, the sun was coming from the side.
All right guys, so now we're gonna switch to the 18mm wide lens. So I'm sure you're wondering, why would you wanna use an 18mm when there's already a fisheye lens? So the 18mm just gives you that nice little bit more punched out kind of look without giving you a whole bunch of crazy distortion along the edges. So now let's go see how the 18mm wide lens looks on the Pixel. Let's go shoot. Overall, like 18mm looks super duper sharp. I'm very impressed. And it's not as crazy as the ultra wide. So just like I said, perfect in between. And it looks great so far.
Next up, we got our chunkiest lens, which is the T-Series 58mm Tele lens. So we're gonna see how this looks on the Pixel 8 Pro. Let's try some portraits, some details, and see how it looks. All right, so looking at the shots on the Moment Tele lens, some of the characteristics are that you get some really nice background separation, and compared to the portrait mode, it looks a little bit less artificial, but overall it does look just a tad soft. It just depends on if you want a more sharper image or if you do want a more stylized look of it being a little bit softer.
Guys, I think we just stumbled upon a really good opportunity to shoot some macro stuff. Let's do it! Macro!
This sounds like a new opportunity.
Pixel fam, what do we think? It looks amazing. All right, so this is what it looks like without the lens. Pretty good if you zoom in, quality is great. Yeah. Okay, but wait, hold on. This is with our macro lens. Pretty dang good. Yeah, I'm sold.
Regular? Nah.
Whack.
Anamorphic? Yeah.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
love it, Victor?
I love Anamorphic. Anamorphic on a phone just feels right if you're shooting videos, so it looks super good. I like how it takes a little bit of the digital edge off. It kind of adds a little bit of softness to the image, but in my opinion, that is what kind of makes it more cinematic. So we're looking solid on the Anamorphic. All right, everyone, so we finally got to test the Pixel 8 Pro with the Moment T-Series lenses, and after looking back at all of the photos and videos, I'm incredibly pleased with the image quality. And one more question you might have is, do the T-Series lenses work on the built-in 5x zoom lens? And unfortunately, the only lens that does work with the 5x zoom lens is the T-Series macro. The rest of the lenses will not give you a usable image. But the lens that will give you the best image quality on your phone, even if you're not using Moment lenses, is the built-in standard 1x lens, and that's the lens that we used to mount the T-Series lenses onto. So personally, not being able to use the T-Series lenses on the 5x zoom isn't a deal breaker for me. That's just something I did want to know. They all performed incredibly well, and I do feel like they have a unique character to them that you can't get with the built-in artificial shooting options. If you do have any questions about the T-Series lenses on the Pixel 8 Pro, feel free to drop them down in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Let's shoot on some pixels.